I get that special feeling because I
I'm a private person.
know they care. That's real savings. That's the Walmart way.
Ooh, no Chef Ramsay here. I was telling Glenn, Chef Retro. Glenn went to work. He got home early today, and I wasn't at work today, and I'll explain that in a minute. I'm 100% fine and well. I just was so tired from, well, I'll explain it. Glenn with the garlic bread. Holy crap, that looks good. Crap. Well, it's an oldie but a goodie, guys. Funny thing is, we thought that Glenn already had this one. He has a similar looking one, but it's not the same. It's not even the same make of car. It is at least a Mopar though. That's red that we got confused. But this thing here, looking forward to looking into it. I'm not a big fan of convertibles, I'm going to be honest, but I'm a big fan of the 425 horses. I'm a big fan of Mopars. And you guys know I'm a big fan of checking out these older castings that are unknown to a lot of us. Because sometimes you get a cherry. All the way back to 97, guys. No RC2 there. Guys, we had to mention it before I forgot it, because that's what gets me high nowadays. Not only when I find deals myself, when you guys message me, tell me you got a smoking deal off Marketplace, you're getting me high. It makes me proud of how well you guys are doing with it. I have a short list of guys, and some of you guys are killing it, using just doing what Retro does with Marketplace. And you tell me about it, and it brings me joy in my life. Like I said, that's what gets me high nowadays, is when you guys tell me that. So awesome job, David. For those of you that don't remember, David is the guy that gave us the awesome donation of this guy here that we're going to be getting into very soon now that we got all this energy and brain power back. One last thing, you'll notice that David is in the UK. So he's a Marketplace, he's a 905 crew Marketplace sniper retro maniac all the way over in the UK. And he's doing it over there. It has no limits or no places, guys. You can do it. You just have to put the work in. You're not going to get it overnight. The first time you open up Marketplace, you're not going to find a deal of the week. I'm not going to lie to you. Chances are you won't. But after putting in time, it'll get to be the point where when you open up Marketplace, the first thing you see is a deal of the week because it gets used to your algorithm. Trust me. Put the work in. You will not regret it. David, good job. David Law, once again, guys, the Retro Collectibles Facebook Marketplace Sniper of the Week. Okay, guys, firstly, big thank you to Frank Squina, by the way. When you guys watch my videos and notice stuff that I'm after and tag me on Facebook, that is killer. Frank just tagged me in this, okay? You guys know with everything going on right now, things are a little bit tight. Normally, I would snap all over it and just buy it, but I can't right at the moment. But it's been listed 5 hours, no takers. It's not a deal of the week price. So I messaged the seller and I asked them, like, would you hold on to it, take a couple payments for it, whatever, till it's paid off? If they say yeah, that's a big one off the list, guys. That's one you don't see often. I believe that's a 3-car set, the 2-lane blacktop set. I believe, obviously, that's the hot one. I've heard a lot of them end up with zinc pest and all that. The other one is the 55 Chev right here. They've got that for 70 bucks. 118 in the box, this exact one. And there's also one that sells sometimes for a lot cheaper than I would expect, and it's this one here. I've seen that as low as $80 in the box, guys. So I'll keep you guys posted on that. Huge thank you to Frank for the tip. My new Aura ring, I've got it charged and everything, guys. It's actually, you wouldn't believe it, it's amazing. It won't give me the full analysis for 2 weeks because it takes 2 weeks to do a full, like it's got to get used to your body, especially that I'm on shift work and stuff like that. So it takes 2 weeks to see everything that you're doing. But as I'm sitting here, I could check my body's temperature right now. On the app on the phone, I could check my resting heart rate. I could check what it was last night. Like, it's amazing, guys. I'm actually really excited about it. At first, I was like, oh, it's cool because it's for my health, stuff like that. But then when I got it, started looking into it, I was like, that's pretty awesome. I'm a little bit more fit than I thought, too, cardio-wise, believe it or not. I'm a nose breather, so it sounds like I'm struggling to breathe all the time, but... Or not a nose breather, a mouth breather. Can't breathe through the nose, obviously. But this is from 1997, guys, and you know what? It looks like it's going to be one of those ones that's... Sometimes Glenn gets an old one, it's got a problem here and there, it might have paint rash because it's so old. This one looks like it might be mint. And it came from that 3-car deal that he did. That 3-car deal, so far he did awesome with it because 2 of the cars were mint. So I'll read you the back, guys. So 425 horsepower, 426 cubic inch HEMI was not such an uncommon sight in a Plymouth in 1969. It was Chrysler's highest performance and most coveted muscle engine. What was strange was this ultra-high performance solid lifter dual quad big block optioned in the convertible body style. Plymouth assembled a mere 11 on the 1969 GTX convertible WOW with a HEMI engine, making this a rare combination with the option of 6-figure collector attention and creating one of the most desirable muscle cars of all time. I guess 11 of them were made with the 425 horsepower engine. That's crazy. Flashier than the hardtop, the convertible was a GTX in every way. Twin 24-inch wide black stripes straddled the hood, which came standard with a novel air grabber. Induction system that rammed air through the 2 scoops to twin Carter 4 barrels. No econo muscle here. The GTX was standard with bucket seats, flat black stripes along lower sides of the body, red streak lines, and a pair of chromed exhaust trumpets. GTX badges in the grille and on the lower quarters just ahead of the rear wheel wells further warned the curious that this was a serious muscle car. Either a 3-speed torque flight automatic or a 4-speed manual with a Hurst shifter directed power to the Sure Grip differential. You know which one I would go with. 4-speed. For drag style launches, the hottest GTX had the Super Track Pack featuring a set of 4 and 10-to-1 cogs and a 9 3/4 Dana rear axle. Imagine opening up the dual quads and unleashing 425 horses down the quarter mile. The GTX would smoke its G70 15s in all gears and run the quarter mile in mid-13s pure stock. This is tops down excitement in a true muscle big block, the ultra rare 69 HEMI GTX convertible. So that's what makes this one special, guys, and Glenn, is because it's got that big HEMI in it. They only did 11 of them with the 426.
Oh.
So, yeah, I'm just reading the back here for a sec, guys. That was actually interesting. Okay, so let's get into this. Again, from 1997, letting it breathe. And from what I see through the box, guys, the box is an above average condition box for 97. And the car looks to be great inside. It looks like somebody might have just displayed it in a cabinet because it doesn't have the dust cabinet. Or cabinet dust. Or not cabinet, dust. A very small amount of dust does get into some cabinets, but... Yeah, I'm tired, guys. But I'm getting the sleep caught up, and I feel it's not a tired, wore-out tired, as you can imagine, because I'm talking 100 miles a minute. And it's going to be a flathead. We know this. I want to tip it up to show you guys. I just want to make sure it's on the base good. Okay. Good thing about convertibles, guys, is I could show you very well. Plus, we're going to go up on the look-see set because it's a patented retro collectibles. By the way, guys, 2 seconds here. Glenn discovered something. So the last video you guys seen had this car. I was very tired, okay? The trunk was stuck on it, okay, guys? And you guys know me, if something's stuck on one of these cars, I don't force. I thought it was stuck. I was tired. I said, oh, it doesn't open, blah, blah, blah. No big deal, like an ERTL, blah, blah, blah. Forgot about it. Well, it opens. I actually put it post-edit before the video is even public. I post-edited it in the body of the description of the video explaining what happened. Yeah, just a mistake. It's a car that I've never done before. I was shocked when it happened because I was like, wow, a Highway 61 that doesn't have an opening trunk. But not like he's missed a bunch anyway. It's a carpeted trunk with no jack. If there was if the hood didn't open, that's a different story. I'd be like, that sucks. But okay, so this is flathead. Well, I'm gonna guess it's flathead, guys. Being from that era, yeah, it's flathead. The earliest ones, the early ones like this, they're flatheads. Usually, unless they've been changed over time, maybe somebody lost the screws, whatever, not a huge deal. But obviously, you want to try to keep everything original. Got a little old stubby. But yeah, this is one that looks like it's from the naked eye going to be mint. As soon as we get it off the base, we'll see if there's any paint rash. First thing we'll check. We used to be in the habit of checking that first thing. We're going to get back into the habit again as soon as something is done. Okay. Almost off. And before I put it for pictures and everything, I'm going to give it a good wipe down. Because I noticed with that Mustang the other day, there was a film of stuff we couldn't really see. But let me tell you, when it came off. By the way, the Dodge Charger casting, somebody I noticed in the comments said that it's oddly heavier than their Maisto ones and stuff or whatever. And it actually is. So, looking for paint rash. Usually have good luck with ERTL. Sadly, in this house, it's the higher end name brands. But we have had ERTLs with paint rash. The blue Superbird Daytona, no, it was a Superbird, I believe we did, the blue one. That had bad paint rash, guys. And by the way, that's an example of how weird the algorithm is. That blue Daytona, I think it's a killer car. I put it up and it does minimal on the likes and everything on the pictures. The views on the video wasn't bad, but it could have been better. But then the day or two later, I put up a real old car. I can't remember which one it was, and it did way better. So, just goes to show you. So, the bottom's pretty run-of-the-mill. GTX. Yeah, I am going to give it a wipe, guys, because I do see some smuts on it. See over the fender there? That's just some smuts that's going to wipe off. So, come around. So, the trunk does not open, guys. You know what? I just noticed the wood grain on the door in that. Real nice touch. So, they went a little bit of extra mile on the interior. And that's what I mean. Sometimes you're shocked. I would not have expected. Because normally I would call this a base model. But maybe because it's such a rare car in reality. I don't mean the casting's rare, guys. I mean the actual real car. Maybe they went a little bit extra. And Glenn, if you wait, I'll take good pictures of those.
Yeah, this one I'm just sending to
Oh, okay.
David Lamar's. Might be, well, he's looking for one.
Okay. Well, send them to him. If he wants better pictures, I'll send them to him. Anyway, guys, back at it. Yeah, inside's a little bit better than I thought. Like I said, I'm not a convertible guy, but if somebody is, this might be one that I'm going to recommend. Show you from this side one last time. And don't forget, we're going to have a look up on the patented retro collectibles look-see set, of course. Manson lamps. Just kidding, guys. The eyes don't lie. Okay, what do you say we have a look under the hood? I like the rally rims with the polyglass tires. You know what? It looks like it had a coat of that oil on it at some point. I could be wrong though, but... So the hood has the old school ERTL hinges, and there is that big HEMI. Now, I didn't expect it to be plumbed and wired under here, and it's not. It's a base model. It's kind of like the base model Daytona, that black one that I always show you guys and call you a base model. That's kind of like how the engine bay is. So they did better on the interior than the engine bay, but overall, guys, for the age of it, I think it's nice, and Glenn lucked out with one that's not damaged. If you're a convertible guy and you like this one because it's got the 426 and it's super rare in real life, I would grab one. I just would not pay an arm and a leg for it, guys. Like, this is an older one, you know. If you're in Canada, 80, maybe $100 if the box is mint, and that's aiming high. Like, that's if you see it, you know. But you know me, I'm aiming to get it for 50 to 70 if I can. Like I just mentioned to you, this one here is 70 and it's a movie car, right? So when I'm saying 70, 80 to $100, guys, I'm saying prices that are still low, but not so low that you guys are going to be like, he is ridiculous, lowballing, goof. Eh? I don't want that. Anyway, guys, what do you guys say we get up and have a look at this, go to court? We'll wheel it into the docket, get the bailiffs to come in, have a look at it up on the look-see set. I think that's a good idea. Because the lights don't lie. It might have rash hiding we don't know about, but I don't think it does. I think it's going to be just perfect. But let's go have a look for ourselves, guys. For anybody just tuning in now, over time, we're trying to keep track of the oldest and newest castings we're doing. So far, I think the oldest one we've done is 1993, and another collector told me that might be where it started. Wow, guys, I've got a really silly common sense tip to share with you guys. I learn something new every day. A lot of times these come out of the box, they look mint. They look clean, they've been displayed in a cabinet, or they've never been out of the box. You know what I'm doing with every single one of these that I open from now on? Wiping it down. What a difference it makes. Even if it looks clean to your eyes, guys, you know what I'm gonna do next time? Next time I get an old one, I'm gonna leave one side of it undone and do the other side so you could see the drastic difference it makes. Wow. The way I describe it, guys, it's just like a little film, like just from environmental stuff that got on the car. This had it all over the car, a nice coating of it. And then that's how I discovered it. And then when I did it, I said, wow. It could be a combination of fingerprints over the years as well, guys. I know people say, oh, why do you wear gloves? I wear gloves because of the fingerprints to keep prints off the car, because I know it does help. Who knows? That could be that buildup. All I know is these old cars, I'm getting stuff off of them when they look clean. And that one, what a difference. Wow. And you guys seen it looked clean in the video. But it wasn't clean. Had smut from the last, what year did I say this was? 97 or 98? 97, I think. Yeah, long time. That's a heavyweight hiding, guys. Glenn's super elite Batmobile. Did a photo shoot of that earlier. You should check out my Facebook if you're not on it. See the pictures. Wow, guys, another example. You could see what I'm thinking for the pictures already. This car is gonna pop in pictures, guys. Wow, I did not expect that with the gauges, guys. I expected just stickers or whatever, Maisto style, because it's so old. They even did the pedal. They even did the brake pedals on this thing, guys. Like, it's actually, the interior is a little bit better than I expected. Still has the plasticky look, but it's got the wood grain. That's better than I expected. Trunk doesn't open, guys, but that thing looks sexy from behind, doesn't it? Kicking it old school, guys. That straight across shot to show you guys how it looks inside the car. No frills. I think it's decently done. It does still have that plasticky look a bit, but definitely better than the average that came out of that era. Would you look at that, guys? All shined up, ready to go. Just looks good for what it is. Another example of that box doesn't do it justice because it is an older box from the 90s, right? But I think this looks like it's a better quality car out of the box than what it does looking sitting in that box. Didn't notice they actually put air grabber on there. That's kind of neat. Again, guys, this is stuff you could touch up on your own if you wanted to with that chrome tip paint pen. Get the radiator cap, get the battery terminals. If there's a coolant reservoir, get that. Get the master cylinder back there. You could do little things to dress it up. That's if you want to and you're artistic and ambitious and you're not going to frig it up. So there she is, guys. Other than the posable steering, no frills coming from this era. Although it does look a little bit better than the average coming out of that era. I will say that. I dig the gauges and the wood trim inside. I gotta say, guys, for new viewers, this car personifies why we F with these older castings the way we do, okay? Totally underestimated how this thing would look, and then I shined it up. Like, when I was looking at it in the box, I was going, looks pretty decent. I'm surprised. Under the engine needs a bit more, but look at the gauge cluster. That's not bad. Looks kind of General Lee-ish there, if you know what I'm saying. But look at that, guys. Like, it shined up nice. The paint's beautiful. Way back from the 90s. Look at that. Boom! Well, there you have it, guys. I don't gotta say it. You know the rigmarole by now. I must have said it. I really gotta count how many cars I've unboxed on this channel, guys. But it's gotta be at least 100. At least. Because we don't do a car per video, but sometimes we've done 2 and 3 cars in a video. So I really have to check. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. We got a lot more content coming. I'm still going to do a video review on my Aura ring that's on my finger, or else I would show you, but my finger's wrapped around my phone. Awesome device, especially when you're getting old like me at 46, to keep an eye on everything. So do me a favor, guys. Hammer like for me. Gets my videos out there in the algorithm, puts them in other people's feeds that collect, and they're going to go, oh, that Retro Collectibles is a cool guy. While you're at it, smash the bell notification. Make sure you get my most recent videos. Although my old ones can be pretty cool as well. And as always, guys, happy hunting.